Hi, I'm Shane Fitzgerald. We are facing a serious problem, and there is no one to blame except ourselves. We are destroying the planet by selfishly cutting down trees to be used for things that we don't even necessarily need to be using them for. We are cutting them down and using them for the building materials, for the paper, or to use the land to make room for new farmland or new shopping center. I want to take the next few minutes to talk more about what's happening to the trees, why we need the trees, and what can be done to prevent more trees from being cut down. A 2015 article says that new research suggests that there are more than 3 trillion trees on the planet. However, humans are responsible for 15 billion trees being cut down each year. It is estimated that the global tree count has decreased by 46% since the beginning of human civilization. That equals out to be a lot of trees that aren't standing anymore. And for what reason? Trees are primarily used for the building materials and the paper. Wood is used to make a number of different objects, everything from furniture to houses. And paper is something that I'm sure everyone who is viewing this is familiar with. Most people use and handle paper multiple times on a daily basis. And although one large tree can produce a lot of paper, something to keep in mind is how much paper is wasted every day. A lot of it just ends up going in the trash instead of into recycling. And sometimes trees are even cut down just so that the land they're on can be used for something else, such as, once again, a new farming operation, or a retail store, or maybe even a new bank. Whatever the reason is, it's probably not as beneficial as it would be to just leave the trees alone. So, why exactly are the trees so important? For one thing, they help battle climate change through photosynthesis. They remove carbon dioxide from the air. A 2013 article by John Wagner says that trees help improve air quality in 5 fundamental ways. They absorb pollutants such as ozone, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide through the surfaces of their leaves. They intercept particle matter such as ash, dust, dirt, pollen, and smoke. They can reduce the air pollutant emissions that are a result of energy production. They can provide shade, which can lower the local air temperatures, which would result in lower ozone levels. And they produce oxygen, which is obviously something we need. Another thing that we get from trees is food. A lot of food comes from trees. Apples, oranges, bananas, many types of nuts. The list goes on and on. There's a ton of food that comes from trees. According to a 2014 PR Newswire article, the Trees That Feed Foundation, within just 5 years, planted 50,000 food-bearing trees in Caribbean nations. With the last tree being planted, it was a breadfruit tree. The founder and current executive of the Trees That Feed Foundation said that tree crops are a solution to the world's hunger concerns. The breadfruit can act as a substitute to flour, rice, and even potatoes. And a mature tree can produce up to a half ton of fruit per year. So again, a lot of food comes from trees. Something else to keep in mind is that a lot of animals, they get their food from trees, and they get their shelter from trees. So they depend on the trees. So once again, trees are extremely important, and in my opinion, they should not be cut down. So one thing that can be done to help prevent trees from being cut down is to start using products that aren't made from trees. It's kind of obvious. So one thing, for example, hemp paper. Instead of using paper made out of wood, use paper made out of hemp. Hemp paper is more durable than wood-based paper, and so therefore it can be recycled many, many times. And according to a 2016 article by Kylie Rhodes, this makes it more environmentally friendly. 1 acre of hemp can produce just as much material as 4 acres of trees. It and also hemp grows very quickly. It only takes approximately 4 months for a plant to reach mature height. Um, so 90 crops of hemp could be harvested during the time it takes one tree to reach maturity. Hemp can be used to build houses. It can even be made into a type of concrete. In a 2015 article, a New York Times article, it talks about how hempcrete is it acts as a natural insulation. It is resistant to pests, mold, and even fire. The only problem is hemp is not legal in all parts of the United States. Even in Nebraska, it is only legal to grow hemp for research purposes. But unfortunately, nothing has been grown for research. And there's really no reason why hemp should not be used more. There's no reason why it should be illegal to grow and use. So in conclusion, we need the trees. We need to quit treating them how we have been. It's pointless. There is no reason why we should be killing trees. So what can be done is to start using products that aren't made out of trees. Talk to your government officials about the benefits of using industrial hemp. We should not be It's 2016 and we should not be tearing down as many trees as we still are. So I believe it was the Lorax who said, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Thank you.